Hello, welcome to my channel and videos. I hope you are doing well. Friends, what does the person in my mind feel? What does he think? Yes, what does the person in my mind feel? What does he think? To everyone who has subscribed to our channel and liked it, but I thank everyone very much. I embrace all my subscribers with love to welcome you all. You also work hard for this channel. I am not the only one making an opening. If you do not watch, this opening has no meaning. Friends, know this as well. Your support is very important. Yes, as long as you watch, your energy will flow here. What does the person in my mind feel? What does he think? Yes, let's mix our cards and start the opening. Before I start, I mix a lot, my friends, so that the energy changes. Then I mix it in order to get your energy. Think like that, because I am not going to go on too long. If you have noticed, I prepare the mixing event in advance. I mix a very little thing so that it is not said at all, so that you do not mix it at all. It is always the same. Well, it's always the same. What you say is actually the subjects being close to each other, the expressions being close to each other. My friends, this is also your energy coming, my friends, because these cards are drawn in your presence. That's why the energy is the energy of those who are watching. Let's say it like that. Yes, what does the person in my mind feel and think? Yes, the person in our mind is experiencing a great destruction. There is a person in our mind who is experiencing a great destruction here. My friends, there have been endings in his life and divine justice or normal legal processes. I don't know what to say anymore here. There is a real ending in the life of the person in our mind. There are endings. As the opening continues, this will become clearer. There are endings in his life. This is right in the center, my friends. Let's see. This collapsed tower is very important. All these cards are all important one by one, my friends. So there is something wrong in this person's life. Sometimes things that seem like evil can also turn out to be good. Now look, imaginary disappointed person in our mind here. Disappointment is already seen here. How can I say here? Different figures come out of each cup. I draw your attention, and some have money, some have people, some have diamond. What do you call gold? Now whatever you see head. Look, sometimes some people get caught up in illusions. You know, makes a choice and thinks that he will progress a lot in the place he made the choice. Friends may think that he will be very good and very happy. He may also think that it does not necessarily have to be money, but there have been too many games played behind the person in our mind, too many lies and manipulations. Yes, look, the person in our mind has experienced such a bad thing. He has experienced very bad things here in the sword main. Behind the games, told lies and scams, all kinds of plots that are turned. Whatever comes to your mind, it is a KKI card. You know, so bad things happen, but very bad things happen. It is not like that. Anyway, it is not possible. Friends, look, the person in our mind was actually a very egoistic person, but after what he experienced, this ego is actually being destroyed. Friends, this much ego is not a good thing. You know, you hold yourself upright like this. You look over your shoulder. You may act very much in favor of your own interests, but you could not really see the way ahead. The person here, behind the person there were too many games, too many lies, manipulations, and these lies, manipulations, and this ego was destroyed. Look, 10 swords from the divine destroyed the person behind him. Things turned around and he was shot in the back. So, there is a person in our mind who has seen that the people he knows, thinks he knows well, are not good. In fact, the people in our mind these days, friends, They have done a lot of injustice. Look at the collective. There are many people who have experienced such unfair situations. From the comments I see this, and divine justice here really happened. Courthouse processes may also be there, but divine justice really works. Friends, this person's ego has become one. He has been exposed to lies and he has been shot in the back. I was shot in the back, so they shot me in the back. He may have said, how did I get to this point? There have been too many intrigues, too much devilry behind him. Friends, the person in your mind, even from places he is addicted to. For example, workaholic. If it is something different related to work, whatever that reason, he may have experienced these, but there are too many games. Look, the devil card, the death card in the middle. I pulled the cards from top to bottom, and the sword mane really played such games behind him that it stuck the person to the ground like this. These 10 swords coming from the divine. Friends, it comes from the divine, so it comes from the sky like this. And I was shot in the back. How can that happen? How can that happen? Because he may have trusted the words of people he believed in and trusted a lot. Maybe he thought it would increase. We will increase in a place where financial losses. Friends are alive here too with the collapsed tower. Look at this minaret. Like you, a lot of people, like hundreds of thousands of horses fell. He says, won't you fall? He says, who are you? He says here, actually someone who needs to get out. There is a situation, for example, is there no happiness in your life? He needs to get out of this. Is your family financially poor? He needs to get out of here. It wouldn't be good if I leave here. He needs to get out of here. He needs to get out of here. He needs to get out of here. He says, if you don't get out, I will get you out. He says, divine justice. That's it. Friends, both are divine justice, and there are too many negative people around the person in our mind. There are too many like this. Let me also mention this. There are too many psychologically bad, negative people. That is, people who always think about themselves, but the person in your mind will understand this after he gets a very good blow. It seems like that, friends. It seems like that. Here there is a Cain Knight like that, a very running around like that Cain Knight. How can I say the person in our mind, if he is married, he can have a child. I did these things for my children. He can say, oh, if let's say he is not married, he has children too. There is no way you can have a child without being married. You know, friends, private life, people can live as they want. Well, here is a subject that they started with passion and love. If this is love, there is also destruction. If this is a job, there is destruction. Friends, he may have experienced something like this. All the important cards came out here in our minds. The person is in a big chaos. I mean, what is this? So something happened to him that divine justice is working. But what can I say? Divine justice is working here. He says he should have finished it. He said, finish it, divine justice, finish it. If you don't get out, I will get you out, he said. But he didn't get out, friends, didn't get out. He stubbornly clung tightly to the place. He didn't leave. Negative energy, KSE. He stayed with the people here. Negative energy, starting with the letter B. Don't perceive it as just a word. Negative energy dragging the person to such a negative place, deceiving him like this, making him dream lies and cheats. Look, like here, lying, cheating, manipulating people, or people don't just think of this. Human language can also do this job. Friends, don't underestimate the language. Sometimes a word that comes out of that language divides something into two, goes and breaks through. So yes, I will choose a card on the death card. Look, brain Muscle, it will be an ending here, but after with the card that comes on it first, it will be one that it will finish, then it will start again and passionately look. There is an opportunity from the divine here. It will get back on its feet and continue on its way with new beginnings. A person in our mind appeared. Yes, I will choose a card on the court card. Yes, karma. Karma pays friends. The person in our mind is a person who has suffered divine justice, now pays karma from his past. He has karmas from ancestors and his own heartbreak, or material and spiritual karmas he has created wherever he has paid the price for these. This divine thing, this court card, did not come out in vain. Really, divine justice works. Ticking here collapsed. I will choose a card on the tower. Friends, yes, let's see what will come. Queen of Swords. Yes, here there is a sword drawn with a sword passed to logic, waiting for justice in time. If there is a female energy where there is injustice, if there is a person who is not, if your friends really has taken and is being destroyed here. So now you look here, Queen of Swords, when she experiences too much injustice, she draws her sword. That's why you have experienced something like that, or something has been done to you that you have drawn your sword past to logic. And if you are ending this relationship in a marriage or not in a couple, you are ending it. What is in question, you are finishing the makeup again. Your sword K, you have raised it and cut it off. You have said you are useless to those who are useless, cutting it off. Something like here. Yes, I have chosen a card on the Main of Swords. Yes, business life. Friends, there is a high probability of work life here. Working, giving work, giving work, giving work, giving work, giving work, giving my need to increase, not increase. There is something like that. The person in your mind, look here, there are so many lies, deceits, debris, that the destruction of the person in our mind actually materially in working life, in business life, it happens. Friends, yes, I chose a card on the King of Wands. I look, the person left, turned back and left a very arrogant, very egoistic person. So God doesn't like, the Creator doesn't like, he deserved what happened to him. Seems he took the world into his hands. He has given importance to worldly things. He has given importance to material things. He cares about the position. He has given importance to materialistic things. He cares about everyone, wants to talk and speak well. Here he turned back and left. And a choice. Friends, here, sword knife. You are friends. When he did like this, you also drew your sword and caused a karma. Yes, I choose a card on the Ten of Swords. Look, a karma. Really, karma is a test. Karma. Friends, the cycle goes on like this, the world goes on like this, and there comes a moment when the person in our mind has done a lot of injustice, has behaved very unfairly, not only to you, friends, this person's life. There is too much injustice in him. He has too much karma from his ancestors. He has his own karma that he has done and made others experience. There are too many. So the person in your mind, really, I said divine justice is working. He really has a karma. That's why it's like this. 10 swords from the divine stuck to the ground. He is stuck to the ground like this, and I was shot in the back. I am in so much pain. He says he is very upset. He has experienced something like this, friends, and this is really karma. Devil card. I want to choose a card. Look, justice. It turned out that there were such games behind him. He was recorded so much, so many lies and deceit, manipulation. There is too much money loss. Friends, this person is bankrupt. 0, a big 0 right now. Bankrupt, is in so much trouble. Well, he has fallen to the ground, stuck to the places. He is in so much Pain, he says, my God, what did I do, what did I do? He says, this is so bad, something one after another, what am I experiencing, what is happening? He says, what's going on? He says, I'm so fast, maybe. He says, I didn't deserve it. He says, I'm not that bad, did I have to live like this? He says, but he has been exposed to many lies and deceitful people, and many things have happened behind him, and there are really courthouse processes here, so both justice came out, my friends, and the court came out, both divine justice and true justice, friends. Look, divine justice, true justice, you see, these are the truth, yes. And on the card that comes on the court card, there is a karma here. Look, the sword, the card that comes on his shoulder also shows that it is karma. He has karma, he has to live this if separately. Divine justice has protected you, friends. You have drawn your sword, but you are left alone with too many injustices. So how will those who follow you interpret like this advice? If you are married, you are going to finish. Look, he behaved too unfairly. It didn't go the way you wanted. He went his own way like this. Where are three people who lied, deceived them? He went after them, and your sword you are pulling in, finishing so that you do not suffer more losses. You to yourself, actually drawing the sword here means protecting yourself, friends. You saw that there is a big destruction in the middle. You have protected yourself for these married people well. Otherwise, if you are not married at all, friends, if there are three people in your life, there will be a spouse, partner, family, there will be business partners, which seem more like business partners, third parties. So two situations were stuck between two people here, friends, in such a choice for leaving you behind in this way, very sincerely, but with very big tears, a lot of raising hands like this. You have sighed deeply, and not only your sigh but also other people's karma. Look, there is a lot of karma. Pain, karma has been suffered for this reason. Justice, really, with judicial processes, even if it is related to work, there are official places. If he did business from these places too, there is always trouble. This person suffers great destruction with the news he receives one after another. He loses everything, friends. Everything is very disappointing. He is suffering a lot now here since you have drawn the sword. I also want to say this, you may have warned him before. It doesn't matter if he is married or single, interpret it according to yourself. You may have warned him before. The path you are taking is not the path. You may have said, don't do it like this. Yes, he chose a card over the Seven of Hearts. Yes, here there is a person in your mind who really does business with official places. There is a possibility that he has a certain status, and while he is in a certain status, he both loses his job and his money if they do business with official places. Think of it like cancellation, one by one, like that. It is collapsing like a domineering stone, friends. If he can get out of this materially and spiritually, his psychology is very damaged. He will come out as if he returned from war, friends. I want to choose a card over this Knight of the Staff. Yes, he was very fair, friends. I really was not wrong at all. I mean, I talked like that from the beginning, since look at the person under you. While feeding one side, the other side has been treated unequally and has been unfair, and has also treated a threesome unfairly, and you have only two people in your family, so you and your spouse have also been unfair and suppressed you and are in a flirtatious flirting stage. You know, if there is such a thing as meeting, talking, getting to know each other, the balance of giving and taking has not been achieved, and the probability has decreased so much that friends spend little by little, and spend if they have receivables, and they come little by little. And come slowly with the Six of Tim here. Justice card. It is always the same for me. Everyone has a different perspective, but here you have a person in mind who has not given you the job you deserve and has been treated unfairly. Here I am saying this because the Knight of Wands came over at the time, since the balance of giving and taking could not be achieved in a love that you started passionately. You had to resort to logic. You may have made an end. You have handed him over to divine justice. There is a person in your mind who has a lot of karma and has done injustice here, so in order to come to you, he must first get out of this destruction and have a little bit of a psychological peace. It has to come in a way, but it will give a big fight. The legal processes, it has been very, very disappointed. It has destroyed you. The others have also destroyed it. There is a decrease in material terms. All they have earned are gone if it comes. It has to come to you in a way or it will not happen. He already knows because you have already drawn your sword. You look like this, friends, yes. So there are too many big cards behind you in this opening. The person in your mind, what does he feel or think? He asked. It was a general opening, a general question. Yes. The person in our mind is being destroyed in every way, materially and spiritually, friends. I mean both the legal processes. There is both divine justice. He has been subjected to backstabbed in the back. And games have been played. Those who lie and cheat. Encaler, he is very fond of materiality. He did not want to leave you behind. He left you like this. He said, go. If you go, I am very interested in my interests. My interests are low. I am someone who is evil. Everyone knows me. I act as you want. He said he can't go that way. That side also finished him. Third parties finished the person in our mind in every way. Yes, I took it, I accepted, and that's how it happened, friends. If he came by making attunement, stepping on someone's back, he left, but now he is paying that karma, friends. Yes, you take the ones that fit and send the ones that don't fit to the universe. If you liked my videos, please press the like button, subscribe. I would be very happy. See you in the next videos. Bye bye, take care, friends.